So, sana nasa mabuti tayong kalagayan sa mga oras na ito at shout out sa mga nakalagin ngayon. Magkakaroon tayo ng self-evaluation dito sa subject na Criminal Law Book 2. So, sa pagkakataon na ito, sana naka-ready na kayo. So, link tayo dyan sa ating description box. You have to enter your answer there so that it will be recorded and checked by the engine para hindi na tayo mag-check. Then later on, I will going to post your score. Okay? Let's start. Question number 1. Multiple choice tayo. Who is given authority to expel a person out of the country? Who is given authority to expel a person out of the country? A. Supreme Court. B. President. C. Congress. Or D. Police. Number 2. Who is only authorized by law to compel a person to change his residence? Who is authorized by law to compel a person to change his residence? Letter A. Letter A, President. Letter B, Congress. Letter C, Court. Or letter D, any of them. I repeat. Who is only authorized by law to compel a person to change his residence? Okay. President. Letter B, Congress. Letter C, Court. Or letter D, any of them. Next, number 3. What is the crime committed by a private person compelling a person to change his residence? What is the crime committed by a person, private person I should say, compelling a person to change his residence? Letter A, violation of domicile. Letter B, murder. Letter C, rape. Or letter D, coercion. Murder, rape, coercion. Number 4. Who are liable for expulsion? Who are liable for expulsion? Letter A, any private individual. Letter B, public officer or employee. Letter C, both of them. Or letter D, none of them. Next, number 5. A place of a person dedicated for rest and comfort. I repeat. A place of a person dedicated for rest and comfort. A. House. B. Home. C. Dwelling. D. None of them. Number 6. What is the crime committed by a person entering any dwelling against the will of the owner? A. Trespass to dwelling. B. Violation of domicile. C. Both of them. Or D. None of them. I repeat. What is the crime committed by a person entering any dwelling against the will of the owner? A. Trespass to dwelling. B. Violation of domicile. C. Both of them. Or D. None of them. Number 7. What is the crime committed by a public officer who entered the dwelling of another and searching papers therein without the consent, I should say, of the owner? Okay, letter A, trespass to dwelling. Letter B, expulsion. Letter C, murder. or letter D, violation of domicile. Number 8. What is the penalty of a person who killed his wife in the act of committing sexual intercourse with another man, not her husband? A. Reclusion temporal. B. Reclusion perpetua. Letter C. Destierro. Or letter D. None. There is no penalty to be imposed. Letter D. There is no penalty to be imposed. Number 9. When the violation of domicile is committed at night time, what is the effect of the criminal liability of the accused? A. Aggravating. B. Justifying. C. Mitigating. Or D. Alternative. Last question, number 10. In order to commit this crime, the entry must be against the will of the owner and it is committed by a public officer. A. Trespass to dwelling. B. Expulsion. C. Murder. Or D. Violation of domicile. Okay, so natapos na natin ang 1 to 10. So kung hindi nyo nakuha yung mga tanong, mag-backread na lang kayo. Anyway, nakasave naman yan. Okay, so na yung pagkabigat ay amin. Okay, stay safe. Sana good health tayong lahat. Okay, so hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. See you again next week.